How do you know who you really are? If someone were to ask you to sum up yourself in a few words or a phrase, do you think you'd be able to have a good answer to that question? I think most of us would struggle. I'd probably still struggle. Break of Dawn was me figuring that out about myself. It was me going through a period of real darkness and confusion and just not knowing my place in the world, because everything that I wanted to do seemed not possible at the time, and it felt like my world was crashing down around me. I was in a period of time where I was looking back on the way things used to be, and I was really wanting that time of my life back, because it felt like the future looked bleak and I felt like I was a different person. And in many ways I was, because I was going through changes, and we're all still going through changes. I don't think we're ever going to reach our perfect selves, but I just remember in high school, we'd hang out at people's houses and we'd have these big bonfires, and we'd, just eat some snacks. And sometimes we'd play music and just jam out the tracks and stuff. And I was using that imagery to describe really how I felt at that age in general. Like, I was very optimistic about the future. I really knew what I wanted, and I felt like I had a plan to go after it, and I believed that I would get there. And then that changed before I turned 20, really, where all of a sudden my priorities shifted. I didn't want the same things that I wanted then, but I didn't know how that translated into my place in the world. And so it kind of brought me through this real season of darkness of like not knowing where I was supposed to be. Break of Dawn was really about me going through that season and then coming to a place where I realized that one day this storm is going to pass. One day I will see why God had me go through all of the things he had me go through, why he's still having me go through the things he's having me go through. One day it's all going to come to a place and I'll see, man, he's been with me all along, and he's been preparing me for what he wants to do in me and through me. Hopefully Break of Dawn can be a reminder to you that you're not alone, and an encouragement to you that one day the storm will pass. One day you'll see that God has you where he wants you, and he's doing something in your life that's going to bring what he wants out of you to share with the world. Thanks so much for listening. Hope you enjoy the song.